Hi guys, how are you doing? So my name is Acholia. I am from Zimbabwe, a country in Southern Africa. I came to Hong Kong to teach. I'm teaching English in Hong Kong, and it was a really interesting and adventurous move for me. So I do enjoy my job, but it's Mondays to Fridays. And I find that on weekends, I really don't have much to do. And one of the things that I just recently thought about doing was makeup. I enjoy makeup. I love makeup. I just really find it very interesting. So one of the things I've started doing is just offering makeup sessions. This is makeup classes and also just providing makeup services. So I've been getting some clients on weekends, which is mainly when I'm free. And if I'm not doing makeup, I'm sort of just watching YouTube videos about makeup. Also, I'm just thinking about what looks trending, how best can I improve what I'm doing. So I would say this is a personal skill, but also something that I think, you know, the African community in Hong Kong could use a lot of, because I have found that, you know, through makeup, this has helped me to also connect with other African people, African American people, which has been awesome. Because, you know, sometimes when you're coming from one country and, you know, you come into Asia, especially from Africa, it's very hard to connect with people and to get to know people that are from where you are from. And makeup has helped me do that, because my market predominantly is, you know, focusing on Black people, because that's where I feel the need is. There's so many other artists that are working with Asian people, Caucasian people, but really lacking the skill and the know-how and the creativity that comes with working with African people when it comes to makeup. And so that's what I've been doing so far. That's where I've found my passion, sort of. If, you know, when I'm not teaching, then I'm doing something makeup related. And yeah, that's been how I've been able to connect with the African community here in Hong Kong. So this is my favorite part, where I get to tell you about my products, what I use, how I use them, and what they're good for. So to start off with, these are my own like personal brushes. I use the same brand as well for my clients, but these are my ones that I like to use. They're nice and they're really soft on the skin, which is what you need when you're applying your powder or your makeup. So, but I feel like the really amazing brands when it comes to makeup, the ones that I've used, my own preferences, I like Huda Beauty. This is the kind of foundation that you use when you do not like filters, like Instagram and filters are not your thing. This is that foundation that you use. The Huda 4 filter high coverage foundation. And if you also have blemishes on your skin, spots or dark circles or dark marks, this is your go-to foundation, because it will cover everything out. So this is Huda for you for your high coverage foundation. And the other brand I like is Fenty. So you might see that I have 2 different shades that I use on myself. So Fenty for me is the foundation that I use in winter. It's a bit lighter than Huda, right? And this foundation is the foundation that you use when you don't want to look bougie, okay? You just want to look basic but also look good. This is medium coverage, so it's not as full as Huda, but it's just okay. It shows somebody that you put a little bit of effort in how you're looking, which is good. And I use this lighter foundation during winters because that's when I'm a bit lighter. Huda is definitely for summer. But one of the things that I realized is before I even like wear my foundation, I need a good primer. So primer is that base. You know, when you're building a house, you need a foundation for your house, so your house has a good structure. Same for makeup or foundation. Before you even wear your foundation, get a good face primer. This is the base, okay? It serves as a base for your foundation. So this will determine how flawless your foundation will look. You know, it will cover your pores. It'll make your foundation last even longer. And it'll also stop your foundation from cracking, guys. I'm sure you've noticed sometimes when you wear your foundation throughout the day, you know, when you're halfway through your day, okay, your foundation starts cracking and you start seeing your pores and you're getting oily and all of that. So a good primer will stop all of that from happening. And the other thing you need, if you're not sure what shade face powder you are, you could always go for a translucent powder. So I love Laura Mercier. Like, she is just amazing when it comes to powders. This brand, basically for my translucent, so translucent means it doesn't add any color. So you can wear it on your face and it's still just gonna maintain that same shade of foundation that you put. So I have this shade, it's a brown shade, medium deep, and then I have like a translucent, which is, it's invisible when you wear it. And I use these powders to set my foundation. So setting means you are sort of finishing off your makeup. You know, you are helping your makeup to stay in place. That is setting it. And sometimes as well, I use this Sacha Buttercup setting powder. This is a yellow powder. So if you've been watching all these videos, you know, these girls will take a concealer and then they will put it under their eyes. So if you have dark circles, this concealer really helps you to cover all of that. And the setting powder sets the concealer so it stays in place. And what you need is, you don't want a darker concealer, you want a lighter concealer to brighten up that under eye area. And then I also have my eyeshadows. I use Morphe, which is quite good. It really sits on your eyelids properly. And depending on the look that you're going with, they have a really extensive range of eyeshadows, and these are some of the brands that I use. And then of course my favorite setting spray is MAC. So what setting spray does is, after you've put your setting powder and your makeup and your foundation and all of that, setting spray brings everything together. You know how sometimes you add salts to your food to make it taste good and all of that. So setting spray is like that salt. It just adds that flavor. It just brings everything all together. It makes your makeup look really seamless. You know, it doesn't show any ridges or any cuts or any lines. It just makes everything work together really well. And the last thing that I use as well is, at the end of my day after a makeup look, I use this makeup remover. So when you use all of these products on your face, it's really hard to remove the makeup at the end of the day by just using soap, you know, or maybe a wet towel. So makeup remover really helps to remove that stubborn makeup off your face. And I'd say these are the basic things that you need for a makeup look. And these are some of the things that I use, you know, with my clients and on myself as well. So tried and tested, no problems with these brands. And I'd say they have been working out for me really well so far. So this is what I use. And maybe you guys can also pick some of the stuff that you'd like to use as well if you're a beginner when it comes to makeup. So this has been an amazing journey so far. I've met some really amazing women and I really can't wait to meet more of you. Feel free to contact me to ask me questions related to makeup, to ask me to come help you with your makeup. I'm available on weekends for most makeup services. And if you want to have makeup lessons with a group of friends, I'm available for that as well. You can find me on Facebook in the link below this article, and I can't wait to see you. Okay, give me a call, give me a shout. I'm also available for Hangout. We can talk about anything makeup and anything else. It would be nice to meet all of you, and yes, let's have a good time together, right? Thanks, guys.